Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Queen of Hearts channel. In today's video, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to react some of the TikTok videos that involves Disney decor, and I have a feeling that it is AI generated. And when I first saw this, when I first saw one of the videos, I was like, I need to do a reaction video of this. So this is from Enchanted Parks, int I can't even pronounce the name of it, but it's technically is what we call Enchanted Lux Scents. That's what it says according. But this one says something about Enchanted Parks, and I cannot pronounce this word. The other half of the words, but you know what I mean. So we're going to react to the Disney decor. There's only 15 post videos of it. And I'm reacting to this before anything to do with the TikTok ban has come to a decision, you know. But before I do that, please leave a like and subscribe, and turn on these notifications on the Queen of Hearts channel so you won't miss a single upload. With that in mind, let's go ahead and watch this. I also have to mute the music on this video because, you know. Hold on. Okay, so this is Princess Aurora. Everything is a bit pink. Hold on. Let me turn off this fan. Everything is a little bit pink, like pretty and pink, but it's still good. Next up, we have Ariel. A little bit of a green, sandy colors. Belle is a bit yellow and gold, which I'm assuming it replicates the dress. Tiana's is a bit, you know, normal. Snow White has red, a little bit of red. Not my favorite so far, but here's Rapunzel's, which is, I love the lights that represents the lanterns. Pocahontas is neutral, but hey. Cinderella is quite obviously has the color of white and blue. Jasmine, I think Jasmine takes the cake because it looks like she's from Arabian. The living room, of course. Then we have Merida. Then we have Moana, which I love the fact that outside of the windows is like the sea ocean, I think. Elsa's. Okay. And then we have Mulan. So those are the decor rooms, or should I say living rooms, for the Disney princesses. This is the modern one. I think Jasmine's, Moana's, and Mulan have the most lovely living room in history. I can only assume that this is like, let me check to see, because I don't know if it's like AI generated or if it's like, you know, it didn't say in the description if it's AI generated. But it's really cool. So let's move on to the next video, which is the bathroom. This is Elsa, kind of have a icy snow vibe. Belle has a bit of the yellow color. Then we have Ariel, which it fits her perfectly because she lives in the ocean. Rapunzel's look lovely because it has a bit of the lavender and gold. Then we have Tiana's, which is a bit of the green. Then we have Aurora's, which is like an elegant kind of style. We have Snow White, which also has elegance. Then we have Mulan, which takes the cake in my opinion. And that's it. I think that Mulan and Elsa, I believe, is the ones that has the most, you know. Next up, we have the kitchen. And of course, Cinderella is on the first in the beginning of the video. She obviously spent a little bit of time in the kitchen. Jasmine looks really nice. Jasmine's is very nice. Elsa has a little bit of the snowflake decor and a little bit of light blue. Now, Snow White is kitchen is a much better room because it's more like cottagecore than the bathroom, because I believe the bathroom that she has is elegant like. The living room is modern, but it's not as much that have any relations to Snow White other than the red color. But this kitchen, so far for Snow White, is the best one. Aurora's looks elegant and pink, very beautiful. Next up we have Ariel, which I love the seashell kind of decor. Then we have Rapunzel, which is almost like almost like a elegant slash snuggly duckling, excuse me, kind of vibe, but I can't tell of Rapunzel right now. Belle obviously has a bit of the yellow and the chandelier, very fancy. Moana obviously has something to do with island ocean themed, and that's technically it. So I think the rooms, the kitchens, like I think Jasmine and Moana and Snow White. Snow White is probably the top three that I find it very beautiful. The rest is just okay, but I do love the color schemes. Next up is the Disney Princess bedroom. We have Belle's, which is all yellow, but also blue. Then we have Cinderella's with a bit of blue, white, and possibly silver. Ariel, which for some reason they have this giant mermaid fish tail on the bed. I was like, what is going on here? Now, Jasmine is probably the best of the bedrooms. Then we have Aurora's, which has a bit of pink, and it looks like purple, but it's probably blue. Snow White has the color schemes of red, yellow, and blue. Very nice. Then we have Tiana's, which looks very good. It has a bit of a some sort of green. And next up, we have Rapunzel, which is really beautiful. And then we have Moana's, which is outside for some reason. So I think Moana and Jasmine's bedroom is probably one of the best in this video. But we're not done yet, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, we have Disney villains, and this is not the one that I saw I just today when I first got up. This is the living room version. Here we have the evil queen, which has a giant mirror. It fits her perfectly. Doesn't have too much mirrors, but that's cool. Then we have Maleficent, which obviously there's a bit of purple and black. Obviously, Cruella de Vil has a bit of black and white and the dog portrait. The Queen of Hearts, which has her portrait too. Then we have Darth Vader for some reason. But obviously, I can only assume it's because they probably own the rights to Star Wars. I can only assume. So yeah, he's part of the Disney villains list. Jafar definitely looks great with the red and black. Then we have Hades, which there's fire all around. That is pretty dangerous. That's pretty dangerous. Captain Hook with the ship and all. Um, we have Ursula. I think Ursula, the evil queen, is probably the best so far. Then this is Scar because of the lion portrait. Next up, we have Schönerbog. I think that's the villain from Fantasia, if my memory serves correctly. Then we have the Big Bad Wolf, which obviously it's from the Three Little Pigs Disney cartoon. And that's a notification that I received ever since I posted that video from yesterday. But just ignore that and let's focus on the kitchen. This is the one that I saw. By the way, the living room will be Ursula and the Evil Queen. Even though I would put Cruella de Vil on the list, but it's not going to happen right now. Next up, we have the kitchen, and this is Maleficent. It has a bit of a dark green and stuff. Cruella de Vil's is probably my favorite because the color schemes and all. Then we have the Evil Queen, which has a lot of stuff going on, and it has a bit of the potions to it. Then we have the Queen of Hearts, which has probably rose petals around. Oh, then we have Ursula. Once again, Ursula just nailed the room so far. Then we have Jafar, which is nice. Darth Vader, which is futuristic, but hey, can't complain there. Captain Hook, which has a bit of the pirate theme kitchen. Then we have Oogie Boogie, which gives a bit of the spooky, scary vibes. Chinnabog. And let's see, we have Scar, which has a bit of a little bit of a Pryland thing. Then we have Gaston, which obviously he puts some, what do you call it? Maleficent has the green and black all over the place. So I think the one kitchens that I pick is going to be Cruella de Vil's, um, the Evil Queen, because it has the potion stuff tools to it. And even though I would chose the Queen of Hearts as my third option pick, but I'm going to choose Ursula again because look at the window view. It is absolutely amazing. Then we move on from villains to princesses once again, but this time on a plane. I don't know how many of these that I got through so far, but it still didn't say if it's AI generated. So let's check out the planes that were in Disney Princesses. Oh, I could not see the bottom though. Okay, so this one right here is Tiana, which is a bit of the green and gold. Then we have Elsa, which has a bit of the icy color vibes. Love it. This is Pocahontas with the naturey neutral colors. This is Cinderella, which has a bit of elegance. Very beautiful. This is Belle's, and this looks like a living room sofa. Amazing. This is Jasmine's. Oh, I love that. Moana definitely fits the vibe of going on vacation, but still islandly. We have Aurora's, which are a bit of the pink and blue. I love that. If you haven't seen the movie, you know. Then we have Rapunzel, which it looks great. Ariel has a bit of a sea vibe. Then we have Mulan, which has a bit of a Chinese aesthetic vibes. Then we have Snow White, which obviously it's not much, but it still look good though. So the princess plane I would take is probably going to be Elsa because of the what's up top. I would choose Pocahontas, but I don't like the leaves thing. But I would choose Cinderella, of course. I have multiple options to take the plane. I would take Belle's, but I'm not sure. Let's see. But I will take Jasmine because the vibes and the aesthetic themes is just amazing. And I also would choose Moana's because it does give me the vibe of going on vacation. And I do want to pick Aurora because of the colors. I'm not sure if I want to pick Rapunzel, but I might. Ariel's a little bit almost basic, but not quite. I might take that as well. But I will take Mulan's plane because it looks very beautiful. And for Snow White, I would not take it, but it still looks great. Next up is the Disney Princess Train. I can only imagine that this is AI generated with the images and stuff, but I can't tell right now. Unfortunately, it did not state if it's AI generated in this video, but I may have to look it up on the TikTok app. So this is the Tiana train, which is a bit of the green and the gold. Very amazing. Oh, Elsa has a bit going on with the lights and the front of the train. That's super awesome. This is Pocahontas. Nothing much but the leaves. We have Cinderella, which is just the colors. Oh, Ariel's has Step It Up. Because I like it focus on sea vibes. Moana, not bad, but not as expected. Aurora's has still going on with the pink and blue, but if you haven't seen the movie, you understand why it's a mix of both. Then we have Snow White, which obviously she has the color schemes of like gold as a yellow, red, and blue. Jasmine is a little bit disappointing, but you know. And then we have Mulan, which is still disappointing. I don't know why. Oh, Rapunzel has stepped up of what's in front of the train. That looks super amazing. So the Disney Princess train that I would ride is going to be Elsa's. It's also going to be Ariel's. It's going to be Ariel's because it's like I can fast forward the video, but let's see if we can move it along here. I would choose Ariel's because I would choose Elsa, Ariel's. Um, I would choose Moana too, but I'm going to trade that to Aurora's because of the pink and blue. Um, yeah, Belle's a little bit of a golden yellow, very a little bit basic. Snow White has the color schemes going on. which I don't hate it, but you know. Mulan's and Jasmine's are very disappointing because it's like there's not much detail that represents them, but I will take the Rapunzel train, and that's it. I wonder if there's still more videos. Yes, there is. But this time, instead of rooms, this is a decor for a wedding. And we're starting off with Moana. Moana's wedding is going to take place outside. It looks pretty. Cinderella's is so amazing, so majestic like. And then we have Tiana's, which does give me a Bayou vibes. I love it. Really love it. Elsa, definitely giving me a bit of a wintry vibe. Then we have Belle's, which takes place in the wintertime, but still elegant. Rapunzel's is very beautiful because of the flowers, the trees, and the color schemes and all. Aurora's definitely a little bit basic, but at the very least, it represents her. Pocahontas, very like naturey kind of vibes, but still good. Ariel's is amazing. It's like an undersea wedding. Love it. Jasmine definitely nail it with the Agrabah Arabian vibes. Mulan once again nails everybody. And Snow White is a little bit basic, but you know. So the wedding that I would pick is between Moana, Cinderella because of this decor right here, Tiana because it gives me the Bayou vibes, Elsa, even though I don't do this outside in the wintertime, but it still looks pretty. Not pretty sure about Belle's right now, but I also will pick Rapunzel. That's my fifth pick. The next pick is not going to be Aurora's, but it's going to be, let's see. Not sure about Pocahontas though, but it looks nice. The sixth pick is going to be Ariel. The seventh pick is definitely going to be Jasmine because the aesthetics and all is just super amazing. And then my eighth pick is going to be Mulan, cause look at it, it's beautiful. And I think that's it. That is what I choose so far. The next video is going to be a Disney Princess hotel. Which hotel should I stay at? Well, we have Jasmine, which looks very amazing. Tiana, let's see. I'm not so sure about Tiana's, but I do enjoy her. Snow White is a little bit basic, like a basic hotel. Aurora has a bit of a pink going on. She loves pink, but she also loves blue. Cinderella has royalty elegant kind of vibes. Rapunzel has a bit of the lavender and gold, which I love. Elsa, though, Elsa is just completely amazing of hotels. Pocahontas has a bit of the naturey kind, so yeah. Belle's, let's see. Belle doesn't have much other than the elegant vibes. Ariel does have a bit of an undersea, like, tank thing. Mulan's hotel, super amazing. Merida, um, very simple, but you know. Moana's is like paradise. It's a paradise. So I would stay at a hotel that involves Jasmine. Let's see what else. That's my first pick. Jasmine is my first pick. The second pick, which I am waiting for this video to get past. And let's see, the second pick. Come on. It's not Cinderella's. It's not any of the others. The second pick is very difficult. I love Rapunzel's though, but my second pick is definitely Elsa. Because look at it. It definitely gives me the winter vibes. Now, Pocahontas though, I think I would stay a little bit on Pocahontas' hotel because it has a little bit of a naturey kind of colory vibes. Fourth pick will be Ariel, even though it's not much, but it does have a water tank. Mulan is my fifth pick also. No, my fifth pick because the aesthetics, the theme is just super amazing. And then my sixth pick is Moana because it looks like paradise. Okay, let's see what else. This is a Disney princess home. a Disney princess home that includes Jasmine, which definitely is like a castle from Agrabah, Ariel's, which has a pool. Then we got Belle's. We got Cinderella. I love they have their individual cars. Then we have Moana, which definitely feels like a home in the islands. Then we got Rapunzel, which feels like her castle. Then we got Elsa, which does give me the Arendelle vibes. We got Aurora's Sleeping Beauty vibes, I guess. Mulan's home with red and gold. Tiana looks like a home of a restaurant. I would definitely will stay there. And we also have Snow White's. And we have Pocahontas. Not much there, but you know. I think I would the home that I will pick is Jasmine. Um Possibly Ariel, which is my second pick. What else? I think uh and don't get me wrong, I love Cinderella's home. It looks beautiful. But my third pick would be Moana. Hmm. Hmm. And and my fourth pick is going to be Tiana. That's all I can think of. Let's see what else is there. Now we move on to Disney villains territory. And by that I meant we're heading to their bathrooms. So the first bathroom is Maleficent, which obviously has not a silhouette. We have Cruella de Vil's with a bit of the white and black. We have the Evil Queen, which obviously has a mirror, because you know. This is Jafar's, a bit of the red, black, and gold. Then we have Ursula, which is kind of creepy, especially with the Vanessa face. We have Hades with the flaming mask. The Queen of Hearts, I would choose that bathroom. We have Captain Hooks. We have Scars. Scars. This is Darth Vader. Very futuristic, of course. We have Chinnobog or Chinnabog, whatever you want to pronounce it. Then we have the Big Bad Wolf, which I don't know why. I think the only bathroom that would stay in is the Queen of Hearts because it has something going on. Not too much, but not too little either. And don't get me wrong, Cruella de Vil's bathroom is very modern. I will choose that as my second pick, you know. It'll be amazing. Alright, so now we move on to villains to princess again, but this time is the living room. Unless I already seen this. Yeah, I already seen it. I already seen it. For some reason. But we're moving over to cars though. Even though I can't drive. But what we have is Aurora's, which has too much going on. But I can understand the flowers and stuff. Jasmine, very, very elegant, very beautiful. We got Tiana's, which is a little bit like a regular car, but still nice. Cinderella definitely is super amazing. We have Rapunzel's. Hold on for a second. Sorry about that. It appears that my dog is trying to like move around a bit. But I don't know how long this video will take. We have Ariel's, which is nice. I choose Jasmine, Ariel's, Rapunzel's, possibly Elsa, also Tiana. And it looks like Snow White has a little bit of sparkles and all that. Then we have Pocahontas, which is a little bit neutral. But I get it. Mulan's looks excellent. I picked Mulan's car as well. And then we have Moana's, which, you know. And what else? Then we have Belle, another regular car. But not bad. Not bad at all. And I think that is all, ladies and gentlemen. That is all the Disney decors from this person's TikTok channel. We also have Disney princess jewelry, But I'll probably react to that in another video. But if you want me to react to this, to the Disney Princess jewelry themed, there are only 3 posts of this. If you want to see that, leave a like on this video. And also subscribe to the Queen of Hearts channel. And I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, thanks for watching.